Hi guys, here's Tanimo at Gold Gym Venice Jamaica. Here with fellow European Rob Riches. You all know. Today I took the lead on the chest workouts.
Yes, it was all your workout today.
Yeah.
So you took the lead, and I got to hand it to you. It's a different workout than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
I'm used to doing barbell, free weights, 10, 12 reps, heavy weight for me at least.
Yeah.
With your workout, Stan, it was like you completely flipped it on the head. So first of all, tell me why we have these different workouts. I stick with the compound, traditional bodybuilding, I guess, and looking at your chest, it's definitely working for you. So tell me more about your workout.
I specifically target specific areas in order to look good on stage, like as I'm competing.
Oh, that's right. You're a competitor.
All right, yeah.
All right. So we got an IFBB Pro competitor here, and yeah, I guess your whole focus is about identifying weaknesses and just enhancing them on stage.
Exactly.
So what are we talking about here? Upper chest?
Upper chest, width of the chest. Yeah, so we really focus a lot on upper chest. I see a lot of people starting with the flat bevel bench press because they want a thick chest, but that really good look of the chest is when you get that upper chest that looks good in there.
We were talking about that too. The beginners typically start with, the bench press.
Yeah.
You got the bench press, you got some dumbbell presses or flies, a machine or two, maybe some cables, and that's really all that they have to train their chest.
Yeah, yeah.
We barely touched any of those exercises.
We didn't do any of those today.
Tell me about the first one, because that's something I normally use later on in the workout, and you got us going there like hard first of all.
Well, we just started with the incline flies out of the bench to get a better stretch, because sometimes you get stuck with your back on the bench.
Yeah, that was the first for me. I felt it. That was a real good stretch, nice warm up, full range of motion there, and we went pretty heavy considering.
We went heavy and for higher reps, so we brought a lot of blood into the muscle. Really open up the chest, pre-exhaust the upper chest.
Yeah, we did. You start with 20 reps.
20 reps, yeah.
20 reps, and for anyone out there thinking that to build muscle or to get the kind of physiques that I guess we have, you got to be focusing on that 6 to 8, even 10, and it's not.
It's not necessary.
It's about the feeling in the muscle.
Exactly, and I feel like when you go higher reps, you can really focus on the muscle, and we talked about earlier, it's more like mental somehow.
It was mental for sure, yeah.
You get that burn, and it's up to you to keep pushing. It's really like you can keep going, but it just burns. So it's between you giving up against the burn or not. When it's heavy, you just at some point can't move it.
Speaking about giving up, we need to talk about what your definition of failure is. Because you aim for like 15 reps, and I'm spotting you on that 9th and 10th rep, and in my mind, you've reached failure. You're done. But you keep going for 5 more.
Yeah,
and you pull me into it. But that's an important thing. Is how many times can you really say you've hit failure on every set, or at least every exercise?
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of times you reach failure at some point of the exercise. Like there's a sticking point in every exercise, and that's this point where you reach failure. But you can still go on the negative, and you can also with the spotter keep going a little bit more.
Hence the training partner.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that was a great first exercise, and then we moved on to Smith machines. Something that again I wouldn't normally use in a chest workout, maybe once in a while. Yeah. Is that a regular workout for you?
I switch it up between the Smith machine, the barbell, and the dumbbells.
So you do free weights?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was just me.
It's just like the Smith machine, you're really like in the machine, so you don't have to stabilize the barbell. You can just push the weight all the way through.
And you really incorporated that powerlifting technique. Elbows in and pushing under like that. Keeps the focus on that chest.
Exactly.
Squeezes it, nice range of motion, and again, we kept the weight pretty heavy.
Yeah, that was
high reps.
Heavy. Yeah,
high reps, 15, 12.
Yeah.
There's a good pump.
And we went down and reached failure around 8 and kept pushing.
Yeah, I kept pushing. You reached failure and just kept going. Exercise number 3, talk us through that one.
What was it? Oh yeah, that was the superset, the close grip.
Yeah, I've seen a few people do that, especially you and your trainer, Kirk. I've done it every now and again, but we supersetted that one, I guess, with traditional dumbbell presses.
So that's one thing we didn't say about the Smith machine. We went really high on the Smith machine too, to really target that clavicle area.
We had a high incline on the bench,
so this time we went on a more normal incline, focused on the inside of the chest.
Yeah.
That's this area that's very hard to get. Like a lot of people try to have like for that V-neck t-shirt that looks good. And also on stage when you're like men's physique competitors from the side, you see that separation here. That's what really stands out.
It's the small details that is what we're working on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And another point that you were talking about too, Stan, is when we do the exercise, there's a big difference between simply just doing the movement
going to
and
motion.
Really engaging that muscle, feeling it, squeezing it on every rep. I mean, that can literally make the difference between just having a workout and then having a killer workout.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you like focus on the muscle and you mentally in there and feeling the stretch and keep the tension all the way through the stretch and the contraction, that's when you recruit the most fibers and you really grow.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.